Good morning, everyone. Hope your day is great. I have a few things to share with you today. I think I'll call this current with a twist of shop your stash. How's that sound? Give you just a second to get on and get my computer where I can see that everything is lined up correctly, which it looks pretty good. Sorry for the camera wiggling here just a little bit. Trying to straighten stuff out. Well, this will be interesting. Okay, I'm going to call that good. So, hope everyone's Friday is great. And I'm using current stamp of the month, which, I'll leave this on here. You can see I've taken everything off, which is lines, right? And it's like, okay, so that's like a line in the background, right? But I want to show you how you can twist it up a little bit and change it and get your creative juices flowing, so to say. So that is the stamp set that we're using, is the June stamp of the month, S2106. Remember, VIPers, if you spend $50, you get it for free. And you also earn 15% credit on that $50 that you spend. So win-win. Alrighty, let's put that up here. So I've got everything on my blocks, and the first thing I want to show you is that you can line up your blocks and have two, one on each side. So if I'm stamping with this one, I'd stamp down like that. Turn this one over and stamp like that, okay? Helps your blocks go a little further. And the first one I'm going to talk about is this wavy line, which doesn't make sense because you can't see it. This little wavy line here, which you might think to just put down on a card, you know, waves this way or waves this way. Which is what I've done for the background of this one. So here are my waves. But then I also took the flip-flop, started here. Let's see, no, I started here. Started here, went here, here, and lined it up to there. Okay? And shopping there's the Stay Cool, which is on this run of stamps, and I just cut it out right here. There you go. Fussy cut that out. Okay, added some little bits. This one I got from I believe it's still current. Anybody that knows me knows that my room is kind of in disarray. I've been painting, and we got new flooring, and I had to paint the ceilings, yada yada. Anyway, these were current, and I think they still are until they sell out. Z3629, and that's where I use the eyeglasses. And it's got a thin cut, so yay. Another tip on your thin cuts is, I don't know if there's any in here. Stamp a bunch. Here we go. There's an extra one there. Stamp a bunch in white, and don't stamp that or stamp that. And then you have them in there when you go back to it. So it can save you a lot of time if you need a birthday card really quick. Okay? And then I also used the Shimmer Brush Flamingo to color in the eyeglasses. Added some itty bitties. This is the paper from Hillside Cottage, and even though there's a pattern on there, it kind of gave me that black outline I was looking for. And this little stitched square. I don't know about you, but here's my scraps of white. And you can see I've used all of the 12 by 12 sheets, but you can see in here there's extra little bits of who knows what you might find in there. Okay, and I don't know about you, but a lot of us have inch or half-inch little extra pieces. So what I would suggest is inking up some of those little extra bits. Here, I'll stick this up there. stamping those little extra bits in either black or colors. And for this card here, I used black, and then I used flamingo. So we'll just take our flamingo, ink it up. I have to sit down. Get that out of the way so I'm just not in my fingers. And hopefully my head's not in the way. And just stamp some of those up. So this one I stamped on the card, but you could just layer these on there as well, or this way. You could cut them out, you can raise them up, all kinds of things. Okay. So that's, and then another way to use them is little borders. So here's another card that I had done previously that still uses the flip-flop and that little swirly, if you will, in a different way. Still using Hillside Cottage, but just the pink. The little zip strip from it, added in some green, and there you go. So I'll hold this one up for you. I also took the Good Vibes off of the off of that one word bubble one right here. So stamp it in a bunch of colors, stick it in your envelope, and you've got it for when you need it. Here's some more bits and pieces. So here's that card. I'll take some stills. You can also see that the Sweet Summer. I also took these little pieces, cut them out, put them on here. There you go. So a little twist to that. Normal way you might think to use it, and a twist. Got this idea from a close to my heart sister. She had used these and did something a little different there. Okay, moving on. So just, you know, have those little pieces ready to go. Now, something else I used, well, not yet. We'll get to that. So the next card I want to show you is taking from the newest, I'm drawing a blank, hold on. Make It From Your Heart card and scrapbook kits. So our latest volume, which you might have seen a couple weeks ago, Make It From Your Heart. There's cards and layouts in here. So I just took one of the ones, let's see if I can find it. This one. So I took this idea here. See, they give you all the instructions. And I just tweaked it a little bit by running the scallop through my machine, thin cut machine, and then stamping with the stamp of the month, adding a little horse, some little extra bits. Those are from the Stars and Stripes, which is red, white, and blue. But it works here. So there's another card. And then, let's see, what do I want to do next? So then I also, in our core catalog, is this wood grain paper. And oh my gosh, if you haven't gotten this, get it quick. Remember, core catalog will be changing September 1st, so you have through August to get this while supplies are available. And it's all different kinds of wood patterns. And what's nice is the zip strips also have the wood grain patterns on a smaller scale, so it's perfect for cards. See, there's another one. And I just love all the colors. I mean, there's from beach ones right here, really light ones, beach ones. There's actual wood ones. There's the, no, I'm fiddling. I'm fiddling, girls, I'm fiddling. So there's the big one, which maybe you don't want that much of that. But then you could use the little zip strip of it. And it's just a little bit, and it's kind of cool, because you don't really see it as wood sometimes. Okay, enough about that. Moving on, with the wood grain in mind. So the stamp set that I pulled out was this one. And I used this one right here. I had some extra pieces in there. This is the Aurora Card Making Z3713. And it's still available. So you can see there's some bits and pieces in there. The light green blend is the one that I used. Focus. Can't tell if it's focusing or not. And it came up with this card. So I just put that on an angle, cut it off. This is actually on here. So I just cut them off and kind of cut around them, but I left them in a line. You can see right there, they were in a line, just cut around them. This mountain, I stamped up a couple of those. First I had them in the white, and then I decided, nah, maybe I want them blue on blue. So this is Glacier with Glacier ink, okay? And then I just cut those out, and then I just started layering them to build that background. Okay, I could add some little black and white gems, would be kind of cool on here, or I could color in something. And I just added a little bit of coloring. You could color it all in if you wanted with whatever. Colored pencils, watercolor, markers. This is done with the marker. There's that one. And next, I want to show you how to do this. Just get all my bits and pieces ready. Okay. So this last card, I used these glasses from the Z3745 Summer Vibes. It's actually for scrapbooking, but it worked on the card. Okay. And then, believe it or not, I pulled out the baby set for this palm tree, which is Z3914, which is the Sweet Safari Kids Kit, or baby kit, okay, for that palm tree. And then I pulled out my stitch circles, and I used the inside of that stitched circle, heart. So I took that one out of there, okay. And then we are going to take the stamp I need, this one, which is Hello Summer, okay, which is this one right here. And I did that in Paprika ink. Anybody with me today? I did that in Paprika ink. The markers I used were the green, or the citrus green blend, and the red brown blend. Citrus green blend, red brown blend, okay? And the citrus one, the dark color, is what I used on my clear sparkles, and just color around it. And look at the difference. Hopefully you can see that. I'll take a still shot. So I just colored them in, okay, with the markers. So now we're going to take our stamp, and I put a little bit of the Tombow liquid multi-glue, and it's just right there, and you let it dry, and then it's like a sticky note, okay? So I'm going to turn this on the diagonal and put my heart kind of on a diagonal, okay? Let's see. I'm trying to get it the same as before. Hold on. Okay, like so. Now I'm going to sit down again, put this where you can see it. And this is where the grid lines can really help you. Okay, I'm going to ink some up. And I'm going to put hello. And then I'm going to put a little bit of that. And as I go, obviously, you go wider across, you're going to need a little more. So I just start and see how I've got the lines going. So it helps me to line stuff up, and then just rotate what you're seeing there is all you have to do. Go right over the top of that heart that you put down. And if you have to, maybe you want to, okay, sorry about that. I don't know how to turn that off yet. If anybody does, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to put that there and go over here. I'll put a little bit more. And there. Okay, now be careful because you're getting some ink along the bottom as you go up. So I just periodically wipe that off so that way it doesn't stack onto where I don't want it to be. That's all there is to that part. I'm going to just keep going till we get back to where we started. And there you are. Okay. Let me clean this off a second. This is just a wet damp rag. Works great to get in all those little spots. Close up my ink, otherwise everything will be in it. My hands, my arms. Alright, so now what I'm going to do before I lift that up, so I'm going to grab a journaling pen. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. Can I call you back? I'm doing a video. Okay, bye. Well, it's the first time that's happened. Okay, so now I'm going to go around my heart before I pick it up. Just like that. And then we can take this off. And then, because I used the circle that was inside, or the heart that, I don't know why I keep saying circle. The heart that was inside of there, which I can't show you yet. And let's see the card, right? And here we go. So I turned it on the diagonal so the words were going straight, cut off the excess little bits, and added that heart. You can see the line. This was already done and has some clear shimmer on it. Colored in those sparkles like I showed you. Did something different on the little stems of the pine, of the coconut tree here, is I went through with the light color and just kind of made some lines. Here, let me show you. I just made some lines. Let's say this is my coconut stem. Okay, and those are the lines in between, right? Okay, so I just went down and kind of colored in like that. Then I went to the next color and just kind of colored around everything, like so. And that's how each little stem there, or tree stalk, is slightly different, but easy to color, okay? For this part, I took the green, what is it? Green, citrus green blend, and I did these two different ways. The first one, I colored this all with the light color, went back in the middle, which I need to do again, on these little lines, and then put the dark up above. On the other one, I did the dark first, so then it gave me more of a layer, which I think is this one. And see how that's more of a layer and it's more blended here? So I did the dark first, I did the light up to meet it and blend it just a little, and then went back and put that medium, which I could do just a smidge more of that medium so it shows up. And it blends in a lot of the time. So sometimes you need to add a little more. Okay. That look a little better. You can see a little bit more contrast. There we go. So this is avocado. This is some mix-ins. That's the background I made. The paprika heart. And all these little bits from the baby and from the summer. There you go. So mix and match. See what you have. I will pull in the cards. So I made these 3 and I had these ones done from before. Hope you liked it. Hope you'll try it. Dig out some papers from your stash, some mix and match your stamps, your die cuts, make your own backgrounds. Hope you had fun. Bye everyone. See you next time. Also, leave in the comments which is your favorite card. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or just list what part of it and what you might try. Thank you guys. Bye.